I'd like to discuss back-ordered items and invoices. Most times when we're adding back-ordered items to uh, takeoff and making a ticket for the back-ordered items, they've already been invoiced. And once we've added the back-ordered items and ticketed them, we want to make sure that they're showing um, that they have been invoiced. I have an order example here where we had originally back-ordered one 3.5-inch fixed column, and we had back ordered three 3-inch Schedule 40 fixed columns. And when the back order came in, three of the 3-inch Schedule 40 fixed columns were not the same length, where when we had invoiced them originally, they were all invoiced as one order item in a quantity of 3. So we can go to the F9 screen and we can see that the 3 fixed columns were invoiced as a quantity of 3. So when we look at the invoicing screen here, we can see there's an X next to the 3-inch Schedule 40 fixed columns. And that X means there's a discrepancy between the quantity that is now listed on the order item, which is 1, and the quantity that we invoiced, that was 3. So once we're finished adding the back-ordered items and once we've ticketed them, we may have to make adjustments to the invoice so that all of the order items that were part of the original contract would show that they've been invoiced. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the F7 screen and show you where you can see what the discrepancies are if you need to know why something is not like you think it should be. So in this case, there's an X here. If we want to show the order item details, we would click on that individual order item, and then over here on the right, we would say Show Item Details. And it will tell us the invoice status is that it's over invoiced and or confirmed. And here we can see that one of the order items was ticketed, but 3 of them were invoiced. So we're going to want to correct that. And then here we don't have a check in the box showing that these items were invoiced, and because they were part of the original contractual steel and they were a back order item, we want them to show as invoiced in takeoff. So when we look at Show Item Details for that order item, we can see that it's not yet invoiced as far as the order status. So in order to clean up basically the invoice, we would go to the F9 screen. We would go ahead and open the invoice, and what we would do is we would pull down, actually we have to switch modes here so that we can pull down individual items. We would then pull down the 3-inch Schedule 40 fixed column that was invoiced, and then we would pull it back up, and when we pull it back up, it's only going to add the one 3.5-inch Schedule 40 fixed column to the invoice, and we'll go ahead and confirm the quantities, and then we have to go and now add the 2 3-inch Schedule 40 fixed columns that were also part of the back order to the invoice. And now if we were to look at the invoice items, the only order item that we have left is this additional 3-inch Schedule 40, so we'll go ahead and pull it up also, and that's going to give us a quantity of the 4 back-ordered items, 1 here, 1 here, and then 2 here. So those are the 4 back-ordered items. And now you can see that all the contractual items now have a check by the invoice column to tell us that they've been invoiced. And now if we go to the F7 screen, we should not have the X or the unchecked box next to the invoice column. So that's how we want to clean those back orders up so that they're showing that they're invoiced. And then that way, if someone were to look at this order, it would be clear to them that all of the columns that we shipped were part of the original contractual amount, and they have in fact been invoiced. So let me know if you have any questions. I mean, basically we're talking about show item details. If there's a discrepancy, you click on the order item that there's the discrepancy on, show item details. That can give you some insight into why there's a discrepancy. And then on the F9 screen, you have the ability to open up the existing invoice, go to switch mode, and then pull down or pull up the items that need to be pulled down or pulled up in order for the invoice to accurately reflect what we sent out to the job and what has been paid. Okay, let me know if you have any questions.